Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Spirit Week.
Happy Jersey Day.
I know. It's Monday's Jersey Day. I
Yep.
got my Russell Wilson jersey. Boo.
Boo. I have my Chad Erskine jersey.
Boo.
Just kidding.
Can you do a little
little,
for the audience?
Can you guys
It says
see that right
Erskine
stand?
number 4.
Number 4.
Love it.
Actually, I wonder why it says number 4, because he was number 9.
He was number 9?
Yeah.
Did he change numbers at some point?
I don't think it works like that.
A 4 and a 9 can kind of look similar depending on how
100%.
you write it. So it could be a South African thing.
Yeah. I do want to apologize in advance. This was for the longest time kept in a box with mothballs.
Okay.
So
Does
every
it
once in a
smell
while,
mothy?
and it's been washed, but I get a little mothy. I try to spray a little perfume.
I don't smell anything.
Okay, good.
I like your shoes.
Oh, thanks.
Are those new or have you had those?
Sir,
Your
these are
Ons?
fairly new, actually.
That brand is everywhere now.
I'm liking the On Clouds.
Is that what it's called? On Cloud? Okay.
On Cloud. It's supposed to feel like you're walking on a cloud.
On Cloud 9 or on Cloud 4.
Okay, now I'm sticking to the chair.
You like them?
I do like these.
Brian has some as well.
Okay, these are like my new go-to.
Okay.
This is my 3rd pair, I think.
Gotcha.
I
Apparently,
really
a
like
lot of like nurses and doctors are wearing them now because they're like really good foot support.
Yeah.
When you're on your feet all day. So
Right.
I might get a pair for my next running shoes.
Nurses, doctors, pickleball players.
Did you wear those at pickleball this morning?
Absolutely.
This is the second time we've seen each other today.
And it's only 9 a.m.
It's only 9:36.
Yep.
You did great at pickleball. I felt I wanted to play a game. I don't know why we didn't switch sides at some point.
We should have.
There wasn't really a good
partnered up.
opportunity to
I know.
switch.
You guys were a little intimidating. I'm not going to lie.
It wasn't even.
For our friends listening, you were like, you took on 2. You were like 1 to 2 at one point.
Yeah. So we're introducing a new weekly pickleball team events.
Jumped right in.
Monday mornings at 6 a.m. So we're starting the week off right.
Yeah.
We had 7 people for our first week. So we had 4 women and 3 guys.
Yeah.
We're a little bit uneven. So,
Yeah.
and you know how things go. The girls split off. We wanted to do a co-ed, but the girls all just kind of went off.
Oh, did you? It felt like you boys hit the court before us ladies were even stretched and warmed up.
I did think we would alternate at some point, but maybe next time.
We should have. I'm nervous.
I was nervous because there was the 3 of us, and then 2 different times other people, because we had the court reservations this morning.
Yes.
Also at the same time, there's like an intermediate league happening or like open play kind of thing. And they're all very good.
Yes.
And 2 different times guys would come up to our court and say, do you need a 4th? And we'd say sure. So they'd come and play with us, and you could tell they were very good.
Yeah.
And so that was a little bit intimidating.
Okay. So first of all, in my head, I thought, okay, we're gonna be the only ones in this place at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So when I got there and it was packed, I was a little taken aback.
Yeah, it's packed. It's crazy.
It was. And
good for them.
I didn't realize they were intermediate.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Will you play again next week?
Yeah.
Great. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Pickleball's a good sport. I need to get I need to like up my equipment game now because I have just a cheap
Costco
I need to
paddle.
have a Costco paddle.
Well, I have
Eric has like a high end.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, it's like the best paddle you can get apparently. I think that adds a lot.
I was like, I didn't even know that was such a thing. One thing I enjoy about pickleball is like sometimes if you're too strong, like you hit it too hard, it's to your disadvantage.
True.
So I I'm like, because there's other sports where you're like, oh, if you're not strong enough, but this one, it's actually like you hit it too hard and it's out.
Yeah.
So
did Shannon enjoy herself?
Yes, she did. She almost didn't come because she was like, I don't know, is it a theory thing? And she sometimes works out early with like other mom friends.
Okay.
And that wasn't going to happen today. So she was like, I might sleep in, or my daughter came in and wanted to snuggle. So she was kind of like looking for, outs. I said, maybe text me in the morning if Austin says anybody cancels. Because at one point our email had exactly 8 people, which I was like, oh, this is kind of perfect. And she would have been our 9th. So then this morning you were like, no, we've definitely had some.
Even if she was our 9th, we could have rotated in.
Totally. Yeah.
What does Shannon do for work?
She's a teacher.
Okay.
Her and her husband are both teachers. They her husband just recently started this year. They teach for online Bethel School District.
Cool.
So they both work at home, and they it's like instead of like meeting, there's some meetings through Zoom, but it's like a mix between virtual learning and homeschooling.
Huh.
So like the kids go at their own pace, and then they have some set meetings here and there, but it's not like they're teaching from 9 to 3 every day in front of a computer.
Yeah.
So it's pretty nice. It's a pretty flexible, and they're both doing it now. So pretty cool.
That's cool.
I know. They figured something out.
Yeah.
They have a good life.
That's awesome. I was talking to Eric a little bit ago, and just about I feel like when we were in Mexico, I had this realization. So we went to, so the hotel we're staying at was right next to this like community club, kind of like a retirement community type thing.
Okay.
I don't know if it was 55 plus, but that kind of vibe. So there was like a golf course, there were pickleball courts, there were tennis courts, there was a gym and pools, and it was just this beautiful community.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'd be very happy to be at that point in my life.
Like, why are we saving that for the 55 plus?
I don't know. I'm ready. I love it. I love just being active in the pickleball, and I'd be down to go play golf later today. And it's just a great lifestyle.
And the day with the swim.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm not waiting until I'm 55.
No, you shouldn't.
I'm waiting until I'm 30.
It's coming up. Are you doing okay?
About a few weeks away. I'm doing great, actually. Yeah.
Are you?
It's 1 month away, exactly. 1 month until 30.
The day.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay.
How are you doing?
I feel okay. This weekend was a little weird.
Was it?
To be honest, like we had stuff. We've been really busy, but I don't know. Okay. I don't want to throw him under the bus. Immediately, we've just 5 minutes into this podcast, and I'm dissing my husband. But
it's okay. You're wearing his jersey. You're balancing it out,
and he knows I love him. So, but it's like we crave this family time, and we crave downtime, and then when we have it, he gets anxious. Like he doesn't love to not be correct. And the thing is, like I had a cheerleading thing that I did on Saturday, and he laid like it was like 50 heavy concrete blocks around our house. Like he took each one. I mean, couldn't even tell you how much weight that was, but he like totally landscaped this like part of our house that needed to happen. And then he saunaed and he went for a walk. Like he was active. He did stuff. Yeah. And like still he was feeling not content. And then if he's not content, then I feel anxious because I'm like, oh, I feel guilty then if I just want to chill. Yeah. So even though it was a good weekend, there was a little bit of like weirdness. Right. I don't know.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I woke up. So I'll just dive into it because this is related.
Let's do it.
A Friday night we did a game night. Brian stayed at his friend's house. I went home to Stevie.
You guys were at the game night together.
Yes.
Okay.
We were doing. Have you played Mario Party?
No.
It's one of the Mario games where it's like you're on like a board, it's kind of like a board game meets video game meets Mario. So you're like going around the board trying to get stars and stuff.
Oh, cool.
So we did that Friday night. Saturday, I woke up pretty early because I was struggling with words today. I got home and I went to bed pretty quickly. So I woke up at 7 on Saturday.
Nice.
Went to the gym, came home, walked Stevie, like had a productive morning. Yep. Meanwhile, Brian's sleeping. And that's fine.
He's not even home yet.
Not home yet. He's still, because he stays up late. So Friday night with his friends. Right. I go to bed earlier.
Got it.
And he wakes up and I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I've been going to the gym. I walk Stevie, and his response is, that's annoying.
Honesty. I love it
because he's
so much.
He's like, he's like a little bit jealous of the productivity. And he's like, I thought you'd wait for me to go to the gym. I'm like, we never talked about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I get it. I mean, if the reverse had been true, I would have felt the same. Like if I crave, even on like relaxing weekend days, off days, I crave some amount of productivity so that I feel like I earn the rest a little bit, if that makes sense. So I think it's definitely a 3 thing.
100%.
Yeah.
And
then even once we got home, Brian, we like are hanging out the rest of the day. I already kind of got my productive stuff done. Yeah. I still want to go do something. I want to like go out to a new restaurant or go get groceries and that kind of stuff. So
yeah. So you
That's
guys
what we did
do that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's to me, it's like a little bit of a double-edged sword because like I feel like I shouldn't just put it all on him. Like I feel like if we're super busy and we're doing a bunch of stuff, we don't get to connect. We feel exhausted. Yeah. So there's like, we walk away from the weekend and often we'll be like, where did our weekend go?
Right.
And then if the opposite's true, then we're kind of like, is this it? Is this all we do? It's like we feel bad about that. So I'm sure there's a healthy balance. I felt like this weekend was a little bit of that, but turns out I was wrong.
Hey, you could have been right for yourself and wrong for somebody else.
Yeah. So
did you get some downtime or not really?
Yeah. I mean, we really did. Like, okay, so we just go through it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's start Friday. Friday, my kids had a half day at school.
Okay.
And
what was that for?
That was a great question. I think it was the end of the first quarter. So they gave him a half day. I don't know. It's actually, I don't even know. Honestly, they have off of school. I don't ask why.
Yeah.
I just go, great. I love that you like asked, but why?
Because it was not a holiday.
It wasn't a holiday.
Is it teacher conferences?
We had those the previous week.
Okay.
I think it was the end of the quarter.
Okay.
And for some reason, that was
end of the quarter?
Yeah.
August. They started end of August.
Mm-hmm.
So they've had 2 full months.
Yep.
September, October.
Mm-hmm.
That's a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I guess a quarter of a school year, kind of. If a school year is
right,
9
because
months.
you got to think we have 2 months off in the thing.
Yeah.
It's
more of a fifth of the year.
Yeah. Anyways, so I told the girls, you guys can have friends over and we can do a sleepover.
Okay.
So Piper had a friend, Allie had 2 friends. And so we get home in the afternoon and the big girls, they decide they want to go to the movies.
Okay.
And I'm like, great. Wild Robot just came out. You guys want to go see that? And they're like, I think we want to go see Venom. And I don't know Venom at all. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's PG-13.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we're 14. All of Allie's friends are like a year older than her.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, right. Okay.
And she's 13.
And she's 13.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, cool. And then, but it's this weird, I just had this like realization, like I'm in a new season of parenting.
Yeah.
Where like, they were like, yeah, it's fine. We just like, I said, well, the little ones can't go see it because Pipes and her friend. And they're like, oh yeah, just drop us off and then you guys can come back when it's done. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Like I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to be like, yeah, totally, like independence. And then I messaged Chad and I was like, hey, just a heads up, the big girls want to go to the movies. And so I'm just going to drop them and then get them later. And he's like, did you ask their parents? I'm like, am I supposed to? They acted so confident. And he's like, absolutely ask their parents. He's like, they're under our watch. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. So I messaged them all. They're both fine, totally fine with it. Like, and I explained to the movie, I said I would drop them and pick them back up. Anyways. But it's just like, that is new.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember being like dropped off at a place as like a young teenager?
I'm trying to remember what age that would have started at, but probably around that age.
Yeah.
PG-13 is kind of funny. Like, is 13 completely arbitrary? Or does it feel like
100%.
Does it feel like Allie has matured enough in the last year to now be 13 movie material?
Yeah. So for me, I would prefer to have watched with her so that anything that felt inappropriate, I would at least have it on my radar and be like, we can talk about that. But I also am like, at some point, you've got to let her try things.
Yeah.
And so they did say the only thing that they liked the movie itself. The only thing that they didn't like, I guess there was a really creepy preview, which is hard. Sometimes previews in movies, you're like, whoa, that was really intense.
Yeah.
So that kind of freaked him out.
Right.
But otherwise, it was fine. So anyways, Friday night, the girls were over. We had like pizza and they went swimming. And Chad and I just kind of like hunkered into our like room and watched a movie. You watched that movie, Don't Move?
Don't Move.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. Was it good?
It just came out on Netflix.
Okay, so
it was pretty good.
We were deciding what to watch, and we watched the trailers for all the top movies, and we considered Don't Move, and the other one we considered was the Anna Kendrick movie.
Oh yeah, Woman of the Hour.
Yes, Woman of the Hour. Mm-hmm. We decided to go with that one.
I think we watched that one last weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you watch? So Don't Move was good.
Yeah.
Would you recommend it?
I would.
It was creepy.
I think so. It was a little bit creepy, but not terrible. For me, it's like it was a good. It's coming from Netflix. It's not like I wouldn't have gone to watch that in the movie theater.
Right.
But to watch it for free on my couch, absolutely.
100%. There's a high bar now for me to want to go see a movie. Even though I love seeing movies in theaters, it has to be like a certain caliber for me to want to do that versus just watching it at home.
I don't know if we've ever discussed the way you say theater.
Theater.
You say theater.
Theater?
Yeah.
Theater. How do you say it?
Theater.
Bagel?
You say theater. I swear.
Movie theater. Movie theater. Movie theater. I actually don't know how I say it. I say theater.
Yeah.
Is that an acceptable pronunciation?
It's absolutely acceptable, but it's unique. It's unique. I don't think it's wrong.
Is it a Washingtonian thing?
Maybe.
Could be.
It's just a little. Every time you say it, I'm like, oh, there it is.
Movie theater.
Yeah, theater.
Theater.
You put an emphasis on the A.
Theater. Okay.
Moving on. Friday. So we do that. Trying to think anything else. Nothing really that day. How about you? You want to just do your Friday?
Yeah.
Let's just go back and
kind of already touched on it, but the game night Mario Party.
Did you win? How'd you do?
I did win. Yeah.
You did?
I did.
With a bunch of gamers?
Yeah. I know.
Are they
I was the
Did
one
they get annoyed at that?
the one non-gamer in the group, and I won. Yeah. It was pretty close. It was a close game.
Yeah.
So you collect stars. So I got up to 2 stars. I was ahead.
Yeah.
And then I lost both my stars because they get stolen somehow.
Okay.
And then I ended the game with 3 stars. So I won. I know. I was pretty happy. I was Yoshi.
Okay.
And
classic choice.
Yeah. We're also going as Mario characters for Halloween this year.
Amazing.
Brian, I'm gonna be Mario, Brian's gonna be Luigi, and Stevie's gonna be Princess Peach.
Oh my gosh.
Got little outfits for all 3 of us, and
so great.
Yeah, it'll be great. We're not really going anywhere. It's more just for a photo.
Do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least the Stevie costume. So Brian and I are going to his parents' house.
Oh, fun.
To do some trick or treating.
Okay.
With the kids that are there. So same parents' house where a child grew up on the front porch.
I literally was just gonna say, remember last year?
Yes. The amount of times I talked about that is insane. That poor girl has been top of mind for me. Yeah.
Can't believe that was a year ago.
I know. It's crazy. Yeah, so where was I going with that? That was pretty much it Friday night.
Okay.
Mario Kart, we went to Costco beforehand, got a bunch of snacks and stuff. Got the
Did your game night have you brought snacks to game night?
We all went to Costco together and bought
fun.
Snacks for the game night.
That. Okay.
I got the Reese's. So Reese's has did I say that weird too? Reese's?
Absolutely accurate.
Reese's. Reese's has these ice cream sandwiches from Costco, and they're incredible. Highly recommend.
Okay.
So got those. And then that was pretty much Friday night.
Okay.
Yeah. Went home and hung out with Stevie and went to bed.
Love it. Saturday for us. So the girls, they all had to leave kind of early.
Okay.
So we were up and about. We did breakfast with them, and then I took everybody kind of where they needed to be. And then midday on Saturday, we had a cheer bonding day. We were supposed to go to the pumpkin patch, and it ended up being rainy. So it
was dumping this weekend.
We pulled an audible. Is that how you would say it?
Yeah.
And we went down to Reston. We did Forelli's and Ice Cream Social. So
even though it was pouring rain.
Yes, because we thought we can be inside most places, and if we needed to run from Forelli's to ice cream or to wherever, and it did light up for a little bit. Okay. So, but the thing is, we had booked about 3 hours with the girls, and as I'm getting to go, getting ready to leave, Chad's like, "So just to be clear, you're going for 3 hours to a pizza restaurant?" And I was like, "Oh, actually," because we changed location, but we kept the time. Okay. At a pumpkin patch, I feel like it's pretty easy to burn through 3 hours. Yeah. So then I was like, oh, shoot. So then I quick on my feet came up with a scavenger hunt for the girls to do. Just photos, go That's around, fun. Take pictures here. Yeah. I had done something similar for Allie's birthday. So I had 13-year-old
boy.
Some ideas. Yep. Kept that on there as a bonus. And so we came up. So it was funny. We get there. Only a few of our girls came. It was kind of a smaller gathering. So after we ate, we give them the scavenger hunt, and the other coach, Angela, and I are like, okay, we'll go over to Jewel Box and have a coffee while we wait for them to run around. Yeah. Before we even ordered our coffee, they were back. They were so fast.
Really?
Yes. We had stayed at the pizza place and talked for a little bit, and they're like, all right, we should go over. So, but I'm telling you, these girls were
on top of it.
And they are competitive. Yeah. My daughter in particular gets real.
Really? I wonder where that comes from.
the Jersey. Anyways, so while we're getting coffee, we're like, okay, well, it's 1:30. We still have another hour and a half. We got to go through more time. So we made up more for them to do.
Nice.
And then
you thought you were done?
Yeah.
No.
That was phase 1. Yeah. And so then we did another round, and they're so funny. They're just we're trying to just be it was 2 groups of small, 4 on one team and 3 on another. It was tiny. And so, but my daughter and then a girl from the other team were so who won? And we were it's a little bit of tie. So Alice, all these reasons why her team won, all the things, and this other girl was actually. So anyways.
Was there a winner? Or was there a prize?
There was not a prize. Okay. We just said your prize is bragging rights. Yeah.
Sure.
And then we ended at Ice Cream Social. And then by the time I got home from that, I was kind of just ready. It was bucketing rain. Yeah. And we did a couple things. I ran to the library, I ran to get groceries. So there's a couple things in the afternoon.
What do you do at the library?
I get books.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You get books in the library?
That's 100%.
Holy cow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I love it. This is shocking to you.
I haven't been to a library in a long time.
Okay, I actually love it. So
they're all I feel like every library is very modern and I don't know who's doing the architecture for these libraries, but they're all very cool.
100%. I highly recommend the one in University Place.
Okay, that's next to where Anthem used to be.
Yes.
Okay.
And now it's called Happy Duo.
Okay.
So what's great is we'll go there, we'll go to Happy Duo, we'll get, girls will get bubble tea or hot chocolate or something. That library, I get my books from there, but also I've gone and they've had a golden retriever in the conference room that you can go and read with.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, this is amazing. They have like seeds for gardening that you can take. They have puzzles you can exchange. Like, it's not just books.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle. No,
nice. I should really get into this library thing.
Yeah. So I will often get like book recommendations from social media, and then I will go to my library and see what's available.
Okay.
And just put a bunch.
And can you like search what they have in stock? You don't have to like go look.
Oh yeah. So what I do is I reserve it, and then if my kids are not with me, I just literally run in and grab it from the held part. Nice. I don't peruse, and because I literally will judge books by its cover. Yeah. And then I end up picking weird stuff. Right. I don't know.
Huh.
So
the amount of money I've spent on books is
I don't.
Insane. I should look into I should do this.
Yeah. I've read so many books this year because
how many books?
I get them for free. Like, I'm probably close to 30 books.
Wow.
Yeah.
For you?
Yeah. I guess call me a nerd. No, just kidding. Okay. So then Saturday evening.
Hold on. Do you ever just like hang out at the library? Do you read there, or do you always just?
Okay, so that used to be, especially when my girls were younger, because they'd have reading. They'd have like an hour and a half where you could come and do stories. They'd have games for the kids. Yeah. So I think that's probably part of it too. Okay. As a mom, I used to spend a lot of time there with my kids as like entertainment.
Huh. It's almost like a community center kind of thing.
100%.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that night we after ordering all of our groceries and after kind of having a serious talk about like finances, we decided to order Thai food.
Nice.
Just like how we do. We're like, we should really rein it in.
Yeah.
And we also are on this conversation about wanting to get a tonal. Have you heard of that? Yeah. Okay.
That's the mirror thing?
It's the mirror one.
Okay.
What I didn't realize is it's actually, I thought it was just like uses your body weight. Like it's like resistance bands. Yeah. It actually creates weight for you.
Oh, interesting.
And it will adjust. Okay. It'll say like if you need to use lighter weights, or you can manually adjust it, but it will also read how you're doing with your reps and give you the appropriate amount of weight.
That's cool.
So this is the thing about us. It's like we stress about money, and then we'll be like, should we buy this $4,000 exercise machine? We're like, we're going to eat all of our groceries at home, but you know what sounds really good? Pad CU. It's
life's all about balance, as we've said.
About balance. So, no, that was, I think, and then
I love Thai food.
I know.
It's the best. That's my favorite. Either Thai food or teriyaki would be our go-to things we get delivered.
I would recommend Fusion Cafe in Tacoma. It's amazing pad CU. I had a green curry.
Not a big CU guy.
Really?
I'm more of a pad Thai guy.
Pad Thai. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
CU's kind of slimy.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Do you like curry?
I do love curry. A Penang or a green or a yellow or a red or any of them.
You guys.
Oh man, I haven't really eaten anything. I'm hungry.
No, I know. That's my week. That was Saturday.
Cool.
I think that was it. Yeah.
So you had pizza Friday and Saturday night.
Oh wait, no, I have something. You and I were sending pictures back and forth of our Saturday nights.
Oh yeah.
You were like, I'll let you tell yours. But so my kids, they had sleepovers the night before. So like Saturday night, we're like, let's just chill. So they were watching Bluey, and they had Legos on the living room floor.
Yeah.
So I kind of like snuck out into my room and I started my book.
Nice.
And that's how I ended the evening.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which book did you start?
It's called Gray After Dark.
Okay.
I also really like mystery thrillers. Like it's gotta be fun. Yeah. It's gotta be fun, exciting, keep me on my toes. So yeah, that's what I go for.
I might have to get some book recs. Okay. I'm reading through all of John Grisham's books right now. Like I've
got some really good ones.
I'm on like the 6th John Grisham book because I just like his writing and I'm just gonna stick with it.
There's one that when my in-laws were here, we all passed it around. Nice. And then Chad read it, and every time somebody's read it, they're just like,
that's amazing. Awesome. So, okay, do you know what's that one called?
Local Woman Missing.
Local Woman Missing. Okay. I'm gonna write that down as I'm listening to this later.
Also for our viewers, listeners.
So Saturday, also kind of alluded to, but woke up, went to the gym, watched TV, and then when Ryan got home, we sat in the sauna.
Oh, nice.
Love our sauna.
Yeah.
The best thing ever.
Yeah.
And then we spent some time just kind of planning out like Halloween costumes.
Okay.
And then I turned 30 next month, as we've discussed, in exactly 1 month.
Wow.
Brian's birthday is also in November.
Oh, right.
11/11. And your birthday is also 11/10. A lot of November birthdays.
Yeah.
And So we are trying to plan like a 30th birthday trip of some kind.
Okay.
So or like a birthday trip for both of us.
Yeah.
So we have been wanting to go to Santa Barbara for a long time. So
Mhm.
we booked a weekend in Santa Barbara
Fun.
end of the weekend before Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh, I love this for you.
So we'll do Thursday through Sunday basically in Santa
Awesome.
Barbara.
Where are you
So
guys staying? Have you already booked your
I don't remember the name of the hotel, but it's
Okay.
right like downtown
Okay.
Santa Barbara. So
Fun?
I'll be looking for Rex for
Yeah.
sure
Okay.
as
Okay.
we get closer.
It's been quite a few years since we've been there, but we'll give you what we know.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Excited for Santa Barbara. And then we wanted to try new restaurants. We went to an Italian place in Renton we've been
Yes.
wanting to try for a while.
That
called
looked amazing.
Mariana Ristorante. We
Mhm.
got there at like 4 p.m.
The early bird special.
Nobody in the restaurant. This is a popular restaurant that you have to get a reservation for typically. So we're like,
funny.
let's just go right when it opens.
Yeah.
So we go at 4 and nobody's there. And we get great service because nobody's there. Food's great. We got a pizza. We got a carbonara pasta
Yum.
and then a salad. And they had like homemade bread with
Oh
like
my
this olive oil, olive balsamic dip.
Freaking
Incredible.
starving now.
I am so hungry. We never get Italian food, and
I
every time
love
we do,
Italian
it's so. I just love Italian food. It's the best.
You were like, oh, teriyaki or this. For me, pasta.
Do you get it delivered?
No.
I think so for Thai food and teriyaki, those are the main things we'll do like takeout, either
Oh, I
takeout
see what you're
or
saying.
delivery.
Okay.
Yeah, because they travel well typically.
Yes, that's actually
And
really smart.
yeah, if we go out to eat, we'll usually do like American
Yeah.
burgers or
Okay.
like Italian or Mexican. Or one of
Because
those
French
kinds.
fries don't travel well.
They don't.
Yeah.
No.
Makes sense.
Unless they're rad fries.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which also don't travel great. To be honest.
We could try.
So yeah, went to dinner and then afterwards got groceries, went to Target, and then stopped by Crumble
We did
Cookie.
errands after dinner.
We
That's
did.
how our dinner was.
Yes. It's got Crumble Cookie. I love that they're doing the mini cookies now.
Mm.
Have you gotten the minis?
Okay, I thought you could only do that with catering.
No.
You can order them anytime?
In store now, which is
Okay,
awesome. It's
that
going to make
changes
me
the game.
visit them a lot
Yeah.
more often because they're big size cookies, normal size, are like anywhere from 700 to 1,000 calories each per cookie. I don't know if you've ever looked at the calorie count.
No.
Insane. The mini cookies are like 200 to 300 calories each.
Oh,
So way
easy.
more reasonable,
Yeah.
way easier to pop a few
Okay.
in and you feel better about
Yeah,
it. And
yeah.
you get to try the variety and it's
Yes.
the same flavors as the big cookies. They just do the mini versions.
Smart.
So yeah,
Okay.
did that. Got all the cookies. They're
Love
all
it.
great.
Yep.
No, usually there's like one or two that were like, yeah, that's fine.
Right.
All of them were fantastic this
Ooh,
week.
Okay.
So,
Is the week over now?
I think
It's
it's over.
Monday.
and then got home around 6
Mhm.
on a Saturday
Mhm.
night,
Love it.
and we have our little modular couch. We turn it from a couch into a little couch bed,
Fun.
and we watched 2 movies. We watched the Anna Kendrick movie,
Yep. Woman of
Woman
the
of the
Hour.
Hour, and then we watched Disturbia, which because I'd never seen Disturbia.
Disturbia.
It's with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay, solid
A
movie.
long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember it being
one
good.
of those that we've talked.
It's
Brian
like
and I've
his
talked about.
stepdad or something is
Do you want me to do the plot line?
no, because
I mean, within the first 5 minutes, the Shia LaBeouf's dad dies.
yeah.
And then the mom doesn't really matter. The mom's in the picture, and the Shia LaBeouf punches his teacher because his teacher makes a stupid comment about his dad being dead, kind of.
Okay.
And then he's on like house arrest. And while he's on house arrest, he has like the ankle bracelet on,
Right.
and the whole movie's about him like
Yes.
kind of solving this
Yes.
serial
the
killer
neighbor or
thing.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's coming back to me.
Good movie.
Cool.
That was one of those that like Brian has always said it's one of his favorite like
Yeah.
scary movies, and I had never seen it. So
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
fun.
trying to be more open to watching scary movies with Brian.
Are
'cause
you not
my
really...
thing.
Oh, okay.
Not my thing. But I'm good with like a thriller.
yeah.
I'm not good with like horror,
Right.
like slasher films,
Same.
super
Yeah,
overly
yeah.
bloody, and that's not my vibe.
Mhm.
But I do like a thriller movie. So,
Okay.
like even the Woman of the Hour movie there was like very little blood at
Yeah.
all. It was very much just like the suspense
Right.
building throughout the movie.
Yeah.
So
And you know that's a true story.
I didn't know that until the very end.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, the very end it gives the credits and it says like this guy was caught on the state or
Yeah.
whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was a good movie.
Cool.
That was my Saturday.
Okay. Sunday.
Sunday.
We did do a little cold
Okay.
type morning, which has become kind of our Sunday morning thing.
Cool.
I don't know if I love it on a Sunday morning. I prefer it on a Saturday. I don't know. Sunday, it just felt like I was kind of tired after
Yeah.
that. I was like, let's get out of here.
Because you guys do like 20 minutes at 190,
Mhm.
right? That's
Mhm.
so hot and so long.
It's
Because we do like 15 minutes at like 170 to 180.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
I'm
there's
dying at the end.
Mhm. there's time, like I find myself, like I'll be sitting up and I'll be talking, and then eventually I'll lean down to get water, and then I just won't come back up. I like stay like this.
Yeah.
Because if I come up, it's just like it hits and it's painful.
Yep.
So I know I'm getting close to the end because I start to hunch over and it's like I can't get up. I
start like hyperventilating. Brian's like, I'm like, I said I was going to stay for 15 minutes. Brian's like, you should get out of the sauna right now. I'm like, I said I would do 15 minutes.
I will die. Anyways, after that, the girls were kind of like taking their time, and we were like, you know what? Let's just go get breakfast. Let's go someplace. Went to the Pine Cone Cafe in University Place.
Okay.
Yep.
I think I've been there.
Yeah, maybe. It's off 27th. Here's the thing. My plate was delicious.
Okay.
However, the service was so slow. Like it took forever for us to get seated. It took forever to order. Like, you know, when you're like sitting there and you're like, I'm actually getting hangry. I'm like waiting so long.
That's how I feel right this second.
You're like literally me. And then we finished eating and Chad's like, we've been sitting for half an hour and we don't have our.
Wow. That's crazy.
So it's a popular place, I'll tell you that, because that's how slow the service was, because there were so many people. So anyways, that's fine. Then
food is great though.
My food was good. Chad was like, it was okay. He's like, I wouldn't come back because it wasn't amazing enough to wait that long. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Brian and I have a place when we were in LA that we would go to often. It was a dumpling place.
Oh, yeah.
And the service was horrible.
Yeah.
Every time. We went there probably 4 or 5 times. Every time the service was horrible, but the food is amazing. So we just were like, it's worth it. It's worth the bad service. It's worth it taking forever. Funny. You can't go there when you're hangry because it's going to take forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I told Chad. I was like, if we're going to do this again, we just need to be like full before we get here. Anyways, and then that afternoon, my friend Kelly, her daughter is turning 4, and so she threw this tea party for her.
Nice.
Kelly's this 4-year-old birthday party. The spread she provided, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Crab cakes, deviled eggs. She had like little, like, you know, I don't know if you've ever gone to like high tea or done
And I've done it in like London.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. So like, you know how they do little mini sandwiches? Yeah. She had like cucumber sandwiches. She had all these little treats. She took like fruit and I want to say flour. I don't even know what all, made ice cubes out of them. Yeah. Like it was unbelievable.
That's amazing.
And then she had jewelry making. She had cotton candy machine. It was the best party I've been to in a long time. I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
awesome.
So that was yesterday afternoon. And then we went home from there. I made some chili last night for dinner.
Nice.
And then
chili season for sure.
Yeah. Our friend Diane gave me a new recipe that's super simple.
Henderson
super
Diane.
Easy. Yep.
Nice. Henderson, Diane.
Yes. And then I was kind of ready to like wind down. Chad was like, hey, I think I might go get in bed and read my book. And then Piper,
you're going to say, hey, I might go for a run after the chili.
I know. He probably would have but then Piper was like, oh, can we play a game? And we've been trying to be a little bit better about like spending time with our kids.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's really easy to just, they want to do their own thing. They're watching their own show. They're playing Legos and we just kind of like disappear.
Right.
But I know I'm going to blink and they're going to be like, bye, I'm moving out today. I'm like, what? I didn't even see you. So, as tired as we were like, no, let's play this game. We have this game called Junior Detective.
Okay.
And it's like, it's kind of like a little mini version of like, a murder mystery game. Like it's not murder, but there's little mysteries and there's like multiple cases you can play. So you can play over and over again.
That's cool.
And you go around and you collect clues and then somebody solves the mystery. So anyways, that was the rest of our weekend.
Love it.
Yeah.
We're going to a murder mystery party next weekend, which it was about a year ago. We went to yours for your birthday.
Yep.
This one's with one of kind of part of Brian's extended friend group.
Okay.
And we still have to get like costumes and stuff. I think it's kind of like pirate themed.
Oh.
So we have to figure out some pirate costumes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know what you should do is as soon as it's November 1st, go hit up the Halloween store.
We'll go to Spirit.
Literally, but you have to go right away. If you wait a day or two after, it's cleared out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I don't know if I've ever been to a Spirit Halloween store in my life.
What frustrates me is like how much money I've poured into Halloween costumes to use one time.
I know.
I really do.
I spent like $60 on Stevie's costume. Because there wasn't like one. I had to like piece together multiple things to achieve the goal. And
Well, I accidentally ordered the same costume twice for one of my
Oh,
kiddos, and it was in a weird app. It's not like it's Amazon. It's an easy return. I don't
Okay.
even know how to find the order status. Like, it
Yeah.
was that bizarre. And I think that's why I ordered it twice, because I was like, I have no record of me ordering it, and I couldn't see it leave my account more. Like, I didn't see the amount leave my account. So, but 2 have arrived.
Yeah.
So
Can you convince Alice to wear one of them?
she is wearing
Oh,
one.
I mean, Pipe. Can you
Oh,
convince
yes.
Piper to wear
No, I mean, it's like,
matching?
it would be big on me. Yeah, it's big on Allie. So, yeah. Anyways.
It's a bummer.
Okay.
Sunday did yoga in the morning. I'm still on my 1,000-calorie everyday challenge.
Okay, how do you see how many calories you've burned? Because I wanted to compare and contrast.
Right there. Oh, yeah. Scroll up once.
Up?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. What does that say?
200.
Oh, no.
But to be fair, can I tell you, I forgot when we were talking about starting our watches at Pickleball.
Yeah.
I started halfway through. I guess I didn't click it to say start.
Okay. Yeah, I'm at 662.
So if I double this, I would have been at 400 calories.
Yeah. Nice. That's awesome.
Okay, but you're still at 662.
I've also been wearing it since, I guess we woke up at the same time. So yeah.
Okay. So what else do you do today? Walking?
I'll walk Steve when I get home. Yeah.
And that'll give you 300.
So typically, if I am just going about my day,
Yeah.
I'll naturally burn about 200.
Okay.
Plus 600 for pickleball is 800. Plus 200 for a walk.
Okay.
Today I'll probably be right around 1,000
Okay,
calories.
got it.
But so for the month, it's the 28th.
Yep.
And I've still only missed the 2 days in Mexico.
Wow.
So I've done every day. So literally every day for the past week since last Tuesday through Sunday, 6 days in a row. I did a workout class in my gym.
Okay.
I sat in the sauna every day.
Yeah.
So
do you wear your watch in the sauna?
I wear my watch in the sauna.
How does that do?
Usually about 100 calories for.
Okay.
It's usually like 10 calories per minute. So if I sit in for 10 minutes, that's 100 calories.
Okay.
Yeah.
My watch is metal, so I can't wear it in the sauna.
Yeah. Might need to get a workout band.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of work.
It's really not. Change them out.
Switching it out.
So yeah, yoga, like a kind of a hot yoga
HIIT
class
at your gym
on Sunday.
Hot and HIIT?
It's heated. It's like a heated HIIT yoga. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a yoga class, but it's very intense and rapid.
Okay.
And it's heated. It's not like hot yoga where it's like so hot, but it is heated. It's pretty warm in there.
All right.
So I was dripping sweat by the end of it. And so I did that in the morning, and then I think we sat in the sauna after that too at the gym. So a lot of
hot Sunday morning.
heat.
Yeah.
And then what do we do after that? Oh, we had pumpkin carving at Brian's sister's house.
So fun.
With his parents and his nieces and nephew.
Okay.
So we carved pumpkin and it was great. Let me show you.
What did you make?
This is our pumpkin.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Right? Thank you. Let me show the camera. There's our pumpkin.
You guys are adorable.
Thank you. That's going up today at 3:32 p.m. Just kidding. I don't schedule my social media posts. But yeah, it was a great time.
That's awesome.
I realized and something that I already knew, and I don't want this to come across negatively at all towards children, but I get so overstimulated with noise. If there's multiple conversations,
most relatable comment.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I get so overstimulated so quickly. If there's any loud noises, if there's multiple conversations happening at the same time, I can't hang.
It's so hard.
It's so hard.
And you know what? It's not even like, sometimes for me, it's just, they just ask dumb stuff. Like all the time, and I will sometimes calm out on it. Sometimes I'm in a good mood and I'll answer. Other times I'm like, just listen to what you asked me. Like, why would you think I knew that?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
I'm so with you on that.
Yeah.
And I have
kids just need to quiet down a little bit.
Just calm down.
Just kidding. Great kids. I just found myself multiple times, just feeling so overwhelmed.
Your nieces and nephews are young.
They're young. Yeah. So they range from newborn to probably 7 years old.
It's a loud stage.
Yeah. And hyped up on candy.
Yeah.
We brought them candy. So it was a very fun time. A lot of good food. We had shepherd's pie for dinner, which I'd never had Well, I had it in college, but it wasn't. My fraternity chef made shepherd's pie, and it was like the thing you avoid. So I think I had one bite one time. I'm like, no, this is not for me. But this is my first real time having shepherd's pie. It was pretty good.
I actually enjoy a good shepherd's pie.
It's mashed potatoes and meat, and it was yummy.
Yeah.
And then apple pie, and then Brian's sister made a pumpkin banana chocolate chip bread incredible.
Wow.
Very good. I just kept going for that.
Yeah.
And that was kind of it. And then we came home and let's see, kind of prepped for the week a little bit, caught up on emails, and then went to bed early, read in bed, and that was my weekend.
So you're reading John Grisham as we speak?
Still reading John Grisham. I think I'm on literally my 6th John Grisham book.
Wow.
Yeah, this one's called The Runaway Jury.
Oh, yeah.
Have you read that?
Well, no, I've seen the movie. John Cusack.
Oh, there's a movie.
I think.
Okay.
A lot of John Grisham books have movies. Yeah. That's kind of fun.
I've read and watched The Firm. I've read and watched The Client. I've read The Exchange. I don't think there's a movie for The Exchange. Okay. Pelican Brief, I read and watched. I just finished Time to Kill. I still need to watch that movie.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of his most popular books have been made into movies, which is cool.
I just want to talk a little bit more about this children overstimulation comment because that is really.
I also want to make it very clear. This has nothing to do with Brian's nieces and nephews.
No.
It's just children and loudness in general. Yeah. Like I get so overstimulated.
I know.
And I feel like I can't even, like there was a lot of loudness happening and Brian said something to me. I'm like, I can't even.
You're like,
I don't know what
I know
you
your
just
mouth
said.
is moving, but it's not clicking. Yeah. In my house, sometimes it's even just, they aren't making noise, like they aren't talking, but the things that they're doing is like the TV is at volume like 20.
Yeah.
And I'm at like a 10. Like it's everything is just louder. Yeah. There's music playing, there's so yeah, love them.
This is one of the reasons so Brian really wants a second dog. Like he brings it up every single day of our lives. And that's one of the reasons I don't want a second dog is every time we do have 2 dogs at our house, it's loud. It's they play and they're having a good time, but it's like it's loud.
Yeah.
And it's constant and they're just like rallying each other up and I'm like, I need my home to be a place of peacefulness. And when there's 2 dogs, it just doesn't. It's not the case. Yeah.
I will say, so last night I was up from like 3 to 4 because our oldest dog, she's getting so old. She wakes up in the middle of the night and she like her nails, like she like taps on the ground. Like you can just tell she's like unsure of what to be doing. And so she'll stand by my bed and she'll just like move. But all I hear is like the little nails, like, and it's so hard. And then I'll like get up and I'll be like, do you want to go outside? And she doesn't know what she wants.
Yeah.
I'm like,
how old is she?
So we got her 2010 and she was 6 months old.
Oh, wow. Well, she's like 15.
Here's the story. When we rescued her, the lady we got her from said she was 6 months old. We took her to the vet and the vet said based on her paw size and her teeth, I think she could have been 6 months to 2 years.
Wow.
So crazy. She's really lasted a long time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Will that be a hard loss?
Do you know what's so sad? Like if you had asked me that a year ago, I would have been like, I actually thought she was going to pass about a year ago and I cried 3 days straight. Now, because of like how she's going, where she's waking up in the middle of the night, she's barking a lot because I think she can't hear.
Yeah.
So she just makes noise. Now I'm a little bit like, Sheila, go to the light. It's okay.
Right.
I'm kind of ready because she's declining quickly.
Yeah.
As they say.
How do you decide? I don't even.
I won't do anything until she's actually losing function and she's not. Yeah. Her failure to thrive. Yeah. If she stops eating, she starts losing body control. Then you make a decision. But for right now, she's just annoying. I'm like, maybe I just drug her before bed. I don't know. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Benadryl.
I know my parents with Yoshi a few times. They were like thought it was the end of his life and like considered putting him down. Yeah. But then he would bounce back for another couple months, and then when they did end up putting him down, it was very clear that he was done.
Yeah.
But then it's like, did they wait too long? That's always a question. Like it's such a hard thing as a pet parent knowing and talking about like the grieving thing. I feel like I talked about this with Yoshi as well, but like I definitely pre-grieved his loss for like the year before he died.
Yeah.
That when he did die, I was like, I was kind of, I had accepted it already.
Right.
And I think that's kind of healthy actually. Like if you know something's coming, like starting to mourn it ahead of time makes it a little bit easier when it does happen.
I think what I was saying to Chad is my biggest concern is Stella. Yeah. Because Sheila is all she's known. And like they have those pack mentalities. So I just feel like for her, once Sheila's gone, that's going to be, I don't know how she's going to handle that.
You have to get a second dog.
That's why I told Chad and he's like, don't you dare. Probably try to see if you guys want to get puppies again.
Oh my
Start
gosh,
all over.
Absolutely not. I'm good for a little while.
Anyways, okay.
Ready for Halloween?
I am,
it crept up on me this year.
It really did.
I can't believe it's the end of October right now.
It really did. Time is flying. I mean, yes, our neighborhood, we don't really stay in our neighborhood and do trick-or-treat and pass out candy. It's kind of a weird, like, even if you imagine my street, like, it's not like we're a street where you can walk door across door. It's like we're facing the back of somebody's house. Yeah. So we've actually never trick-or-treated it in our neighborhood. We're going to be here at Theory for the Halloween party. Yeah. And then we'll probably go towards like Proctor neighborhood or our duplex neighborhood has the best Halloween decorations. I'm sure, it's so fun and it's so walkable there. Yeah. So we might just take the girls over that area. Nice. But yeah, that's our plans. Cool. Yeah. I think we'll go to Brian's parents again this year. Okay. And hope that girl doesn't make an appearance. Just have the hose ready. Just ready to go. Can you imagine if the same thing happened again? I would love, it would actually be so amazing if she did come back and you could get just to update everybody. Yeah. Because we're all wondering. I couldn't tell you what you look like. Which is, her face should be memorable to me, but it's really not for some reason. Yeah. For some reason. And she was wearing a costume. I don't know what she was dressed as. Okay. Everything else faded away. It's all a blur. It's all a blur. Yeah. Well, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Yeah. See you later. Guys.